Hello out there. This is Directly Said with Sharon. Now hear this. In the state of Florida, a man was sent to prison for a few DUIs. Allegedly, while in prison, he underwent a couple surgeries, which left him penisless. Yes, I said penisless. Now, note that I used the word penis. I got to work this morning and turned my computer on. Yes, the department's computer. And on the department's internal website, on press clips, there was an article apparently done by the Miami New Times a day ago or so in that newspaper. And here it is. Someone decided to publish it. Don't ask me who. I don't know. But the whole idea that it was published on my department's internal website is laughable, and it's also disturbing. I'm going to quote for you from this article that was headlined, "Florida prisoner whose penis was amputated gets billed by the state for medical expenses." This was done by the Miami News Times and posted on the Florida Department of Corrections internal website under press clips. Quote, "His dick got chopped off and that shit ain't free." Or more to the point, drop that suit about your dick getting chopped off and we'll forget about the money you owe us for the dick chopping. Yes, I said dick. Quote, unquote. You know, there is a fat-ass book on department work and ethics that is made available that is required reading, that we as employees are held accountable to adhere to. And this is something that I would come to work, this type of language, and I'll be subjected to. This is ridiculous. Just as you will hold us accountable, I hold you and your administration accountable. I live in this state. I want to feel proud about living in this state. I work for this department. I ought to be proud to say I work for this department. If any of this is true, I don't feel proud. And I do not feel proud to know that something like this was on my department's website. What do you think? No one saw it? What do you think? What does your staff think? That no one saw it? I go into press clips every day. This is where we learn a whole lot of what's coming. All the chopping, chop, 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 that you and your administration have been doing. This is where I learn about all the sufferation that is going on in this state. The unemployment, how many state employees have been cut. All the wrong that is being done. And something like this just gets taken off. Just like that. No explanation. It's disgraceful. It's like totally disrespecting staff. I should not have to come to work and see something like this at work. We could. Here is the governor of the state of Florida, busy privatizing these institutions. Just today, announced about a good few will be closed. How many employees have already been laid off? You know, hello? I think they're more serious business for you to be taking care of. Governor, yes, sir. All due respect, something like this should not be on my department, the department that I work for website. I was shocked. I was in disbelief that such language was available to me first thing in the morning. I am sure if I were to use the word shit, for example, in the presence of this state's governor, or not even the state's governor, a department head, I will have to account for it. It is wrong. And just as you would hold me accountable, I'm holding you accountable. I am holding you accountable, you and your administration, to say that this, to agree that this is something that I should never have had to read on the department in this language and in this form. And that someone had the nerve to remove it and not even say anything about it says a whole lot. Thank you. It is ridiculous. This brings to mind what is going on in this state and what is going on in the Department of Corrections. Every Monday morning, there is talk, there is action taken, there has been closings of institutions. You know, our governor is talking about privatization and creating jobs. Creating jobs? No, cutting jobs. How many institutions have been closed? Just today, right after reading about this article, an email was sent out. Rather than an email sent out about why this article was quickly pulled from the department's internal website without an apology, without any explanation, I mean quickly pulled. By 10:09 a.m., this article no longer was available on the Department of Corrections internal website. However, an email was sent out to all staff informing us that effective next month, a few more institutions will be closed. By June of this year, many employees will be without jobs. They will do their best to place some in vacant positions that they are qualified for. It has been said before, Governor, this is your state. You represent us. We ought to feel proud. I ought to feel proud as an employee of the Department of Corrections. I should not have to come to work and encounter such language on my department's internal website first thing in the morning. And yes, even though it was a bit funny, it was also embarrassing. It is a serious thing. We are undergoing enough stress, enough distress. We are trying to cope with what you and your administration has dealt us in this state and specifically within this department. If there's any truth to this, what we need to understand, what this department needs to understand is convicts, ex-convicts, people in prisons are human beings. A mistake was made, you need to be responsible rather than counter-sue this man and ask for money. How wonderful, Department of Corrections. How wonderful. Hank, to you, I say, if this is true, and this is how you treated, ex-convict or not, you're a human being. It is disgraceful. It is humiliating. You get yourself a damn good lawyer and go after whoever and hold them accountable. All prisoners are human beings. Mr. Secretary of the Department, all prisoners are human beings. Governor, you could wind up behind bars one of these days. Remember that. You, Governor Rick Scott, could be this ex-convict. How would you like that? This has been Directly Said with Sharon. Much love.